Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another video of Marvel Contest of Champions. Oh, I feel exhausted by saying that. It's a 25-minute damn long video, and if you're wondering why, well, you got Kabam to blame. He's put up a beefy onslaught and we are here to investigate his cause of death. So let's join together on his funerals and see who actually killed him. The three suspects are Void, with tagged as Carina challengers, and the next one is Photon. She's tagged as Medium and Avengers, and we have another suspect tagged as 2021 and Hero by the name of Hercules. So let's deep dive on each one of them and see what the hell happened here. So before you do anything, we need to figure out how to dex his SP1. Now, if you're somebody like me who has been banning this damn champion for the last 3 seasons, I would suggest you to go and look at 2 videos. One is by our very own Simula7. It's right here on your screen. I will also link it in the description so you can check it out. And another one is from my alliance mate Steel22, coming up right now. I will also link it in the description. Check that out. Learn how to dex the SP1, die 1,000 times in the fight, and once you have the timing down, only and only then come back and try to bring Onslaught down. It was a really annoying fight, very long unnecessarily. He was also boosted by a few nodes. So the nodes are, the first node is going to be stylish, so landing a critical hit will add 3 to your attacker combo meter, nothing too fancy there. Dulled, now this one is the annoying one. All of your criticals are, the critical rating is reduced by 50% for each buff on you or debuff on the opponent, so you cannot kind of crit at all unless you have guaranteed crits. So for example, Shang-Chi is amazing here. Another one is pass the buck, so whenever you will gain a power, you are going to get a power sting for 10 seconds and you have to intercept to pass that power sting to the opponent. There's heavy hitter, so the only way you can go and hit Onslaught after a heavy attack, that's going to be unstoppable. So well done Kabam for another frustrating fight. There is missed opportunity and decorative armor that don't really affect the fight. So not the easiest of, I think this probably is the most annoying fight I've seen in this kind of format, but hey, you still gotta do it. Now, it took me around 3 tries to get him down with Void, but in my defense, by that point I tried at least 1,000 times how to dex his specials, and once I got used to it, only then I went in for a serious run. So I would suggest you the same. Now, each of this fight will take you around 8 to 10 minutes, so I would suggest you to like really boost as much as possible so these fights are shorter. Otherwise you will end up with a 25-minute video that you're gonna check right now. I could have broken it down into like smaller videos, but I'm like, you know what, one video is enough. Let me just torture my audience only once with a 25-minute video instead of doing it separate for every objective. So there are plenty of different champions that fit different objectives. So here are some good champions for the first challenge, that is Carina challenge. Now, one champion from here does 2 objectives for you. So you can go with Shang-Chi and you can get 2 objectives in one go. One of them would be Carina challenge and the other one would be Hero and 2021. Now moving on to the Valiant, you have to get this done with the Medium and Avenger tag. Now if you try to do this Captain America Infinity War, hint, don't do it. That's going to be a difficult one. But if you try to do it, you are going to do 2 objectives again. So that is going to help you with Carina challengers and also size Medium and Avengers. Now, all this fight is a big beefy onslaught, nothing else. And you just need to evade his SP1. Just keep him to an SP1 only. And if you've got like the breast to push him to an SP2, you can try that, but I would not suggest it. So keep pushing him to an SP1. If you are not really good with evading, you will have to hit him in his block to let him throw his SP1 out. And all it is a slow fight to either his death or your death. Now I found Void to be really amazing for this fight because he doesn't really rely on criticals. All you need to do is put up those buffs, put up those debuffs, and his abilities will melt away Onslaught. Trust me, this was only my second or third, I think it was my third attempt with Void, and I was able to get Onslaught down. So he is a really cool option if you have him. He works really well. I did get impatient in the end, and I think I die here as well. But, well, that is how the fight is designed. And I thought that Iron Fist was depressing enough. And then Kabam Mike just dropped a bomb on us yesterday that he's leaving Kabam as well. So that was also depressing. But they saved the best one for the last. Onslaught. Super annoying fight. Very RNG dependent. Now, sometimes he will become super passive. Sometimes he will become super aggressive. And you have to be ready for that SP1 coming at you all the time. So, again, there's nothing much to this fight I can explain more. Few tips I think that would really help you is if you're not able to do some good intercepts, be patient. Just hit him in his block and eventually you will get your opening. Well, if you don't, oh, you can still use revives, right? I'm just saying. So, you'll get your opening, push him to an SP1 and then only use 4-hit combo. When he has an SP1, only use 4-hit combos and swipe back. That will give you time to dex and be ready when he throws his SP1s out. Now there are 4 dexes with his SP1. First one when he just goes in the air. Second one when he moves one of his right hand to the front. Then his left hand to the front. And then there is a ball of lightning around him. And then finally it's when he throws those sharpeners towards you. That is another dex. So they are like 4 to 5 dexes. Once you get used to them, you're able to take him down. Again, I think whoever designed this fight, he was like, you know, you guys want to ban him in Battlegrounds? No problem. I will make you face him and you will get so good at dexing his SP1s that you will not ban him again. Well, good for Kabam. They saved us a ban on Battlegrounds. For one, I'm not ever going to ban Onslaught. So I am done with banning him. Anyway, so let's jump again into the fight, and this is my first challenge, Carina challenge, and I'm pushing him to an SP1. I'm not getting an opening, so I just pushed him to an SP1 there. He threw a heavy attack, waiting for the SP1. So the first dex is when he goes in the air. Dex, right, left arm, lightning bolt, shrapnel, that's it. 5 dexes and you're good to go. Now, it sounds easy, but trust me, it's not. You need a lot of practice, and as I told in the beginning of the video, check out Simula 7 or check out Steel 22. I personally checked out Steel 22's video and that really helped me out a lot getting this piece of meat down. And again, there we go. Not really a big fan of this fight. They should have at least allowed criticals, but without the critical, this is such a slog. And here we go again, SP1, and this time I got clipped. So there you have it. But another thing, as much as you are going to evade him, his specials, you are going to get energy resist. That will reduce the damage from all the damage over time that you're going to get. So right here, you will notice there is, with every evade, I'm getting damage resist. So with one perfect evade, I get 8 of those damage resist buffs on me. And that helped me reduce the damage from all of his crush charges and all the shenanigans Onslaught has to throw towards you. So there you go. Now, if you are somebody who is very confident in evading in SP2, by all means do that, but I haven't been able to evade even one SP2 up till now since his release. So I just keep him to an SP1 and I wait out my opportunity. And there we go. We have 4 of those buffs. And I'm going to throw an SP2 for that power string for extra damage. And he's going to die on his own just right here. Come on, dude. I paid my dues. Die. There we go. 16,000 sting. Good job done. He's out. First challenge, Carina challenge, is down. Second challenge is going to be Hero and 2021. And for the love of God, please just use Hercules here. It will be so much more easier. I think probably he's the only champion for any average skill player that can solo Onslaught, who knows how to dex XP1. That is the catch here. But I think any other champions will be very difficult to do a solo unless you are Suida or you're MSD or you're just one of those crazy players. Somebody like me, well, it still took me 28, 29 tries with Hercules because I kept getting frustrated. I was like, you know what? I need to do at least one solo. Call it a YouTuber's ego. Well, that was it. But I managed to get him down. But again, that SP1 dex is everything. You really need to learn that. And once you have that down, Hercules is a bit more easier to play here, because if you get one intercept, that inferior that he applies on the Onslaught makes him more aggressive, and you can use that to dex him and get your strength numbers up to 12. And then the SP2 also does some good damage, and you can use that inferior to intercept Onslaught and give that power sting back to Onslaught with Pass the Buck. And yeah, Hercules on and all is a good option. Now it took me a longer time because my Hercules is not ascended. So if you have an ascended Hercules and you're going to use all of those rainbow buffs, that is going to be 20% and then 10% and 15% attack, I would suggest to use them, because that will shorten the fight and give you less headache for this painful fight. So here we go again on an SP1, Dex, 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 another Dex, and that's the final one. So yeah, once you have that down, it looks like 76% health is down and I'm at 100%, but only one thing can go wrong, and he will take away a lot of health of you. But again, Hercules is probably the best option. Now another good option is going to be Shang-Chi. Now for him, I know he is a class at disadvantage champion, but you can always go with a 5-hit combo into a stun, into a slow, into a heavy attack. Now some other options that fit this objective that can work here are going to be Spidey 2099. You could also use a Jubilee, but I mean, she's going to be a tough fight, but I think she will do really well with all of her prowesses, so that'd be really cool. I think another good champion that will work will be Penny Parker, but the incinerates will be a problem, so no SP2s, I suppose. And there's also going to be America Chavez. I haven't tried her, but technically she should work. But if you have a Hercules, just stick to him. And if you're feeling really adventurous, you want to do 2 objectives at one, go with Shang-Chi. I would say don't take any kind of risk on that, because again, it's going to cost you a lot of revives, and Kabam is very stingy with them. So cost me like 1 revive for at least like 1 revive for each of the fights, except for the Hercules one, so I was happy with that. But hey, it's not an easy fight, and if you do end up using a lot of resources, that's okay, because when you look at the rewards are really worth it. Even for a 6-star champion, you get a 99 Sig Stone, so I would definitely say that it's worth it. So it's okay to use some revives. Again, if you practice the SP1 enough, you are going to have a good run where you take down 50% of Onslaught's health. Any run that you take with Onslaught's health down for 50%, I would say continue that, even if it costs you 4 to 5 after. So that should be okay. And you will notice here, I am just keeping him to an SP1, even though there is stun is available. I am not pushing him to an SP2 because I don't want to face that delirium. That is going to be annoying to deal with. So again, an SP1 out. And yeah, there's some good buffs on me for energy resistance, and also transferring the power sting. That's going to do more damage to Onslaught when he throws a special. So this is just the loop that you have to follow. And there's a lot of patience, a lot of dexing. One thing about dexing the SP1 from Onslaught is you think you're going to dex, but hold on another second before you dex again. Because there is a specific timing. When he goes into the air, you have to wait. Only dex back when he throws his right arm forward. There you go. So just keep an eye on the left arm going forward. So usually it's first off his left arm goes forward, then his right arm goes forward. And then there is lightning around him, right there. And then he throws the final projectile towards you. So your first dex is when he throws his left arm towards you. That is your first dex. Then your second dex is when he throws his right arm towards you. The third dex is when all the sharpnels come to him and there is a blast of light there. And then when the projectiles come to half of the screen, that is the fourth dex. So if you keep those cues in mind, you are able to dex that. And trust me, I got those from Steel 22's video, so I would highly suggest you to check that out. Now you're wondering, it's been 15 minutes and I'm still going on and on. Well, I have to say something during the video, right? It's 25 minutes, I still have to explain. So it's not my fault the video is long, so I hope you enjoy my yapping, but hey, I'm here to explain the video. So here we go again, and here's another SP2. I think that's the only solo I got. Yep, Hercules is just crazy. Just breaks the game in different ways. And there you have it, guys. One person down. And final SP1 Dex. And boom. Of course I had to get hit. But that's okay. We brought him down. That was a solo. Nobody saw that. It's okay. And finally, if you are Valiant, which a lot of us are now after Act 8.4, make sure to check out those videos on my channel too. And there is Photon, that is Avenger, and also Medium. Now Photon is really amazing for this fight. I didn't realize that she would be so tanky. But if you get good with dexing the SP1, she really holds her own. And with the extra furies, she does do some more damage. One champion I think would be really amazing here for Carina challenges also, that is going to be She-Hulk. I think She-Hulk with her escalating furies will do really well. Star-Lord should also do well, but you have to be like a crazy level MSD player or something like Suida, so you don't get hit, because Star-Lord's damage will also increase with every hit. But for simple mango people like us, we have to use champions that are a bit more beefy and slowly take Onslaught down. Now the name of the game is the same. Keep trying to evade the SP1s and try to get a good run until you bring Onslaught down to 50% health. Once you have a good run, continue on that. Use 5 to 10 revives. It's okay. The rewards are going to be worth it in the end. And if that wasn't enough, there is another objective, that is to defeat Onslaught with a Deathless King Groot. I'll do that video again once I am frustrated with it after trying 1,000 times. I will also show that out. But hey, don't you guys worry. I am being a bit mean on this video with this fight because I'm really frustrated, and I'm sure a lot of you will share my frustration on this fight. But hey, we still have to get it done. So yeah. Learn the dexing of SP1 and use the champion that is your highest rating. I brought in Photon because I had her ascended, and then I used 20% health and attack boost, then I think 15% health boost, and then 15% attack boost, and I just went in fully boosted and I was able to take him down. Still took a bit of time. This meaty dumb champ, I don't know how else to explain him. But hey, I was able to take him down. And yeah, Photon and Void were the two champions that were good. I had an inkling that Photon will work good, but Void was like a surprise champ for me. And the way he, slowly chipped away with all of his debuffs at Onslaught, that really caught me by surprise. So that worked really well for me. But again, guys, I had to do 3 different objectives because I have to do a YouTube video. You don't have to do that. There are a couple of champions that if you're Valiant, that do 2 objectives. One of them is Shang-Chi. He can do 2 objectives for you. That is going to be Carina Challenger's Hero in 2021. Even if you're Thronebreaker, you just need to kill once with Shang-Chi and you're good. You know what they say. It's good to have pain once than to, go over and over again. So, yeah. You can get it done with Shang-Chi and be over with. Now, if you're Valiant and you're looking for another option, Captain America Infinity War is another one because he fits 2 objectives as well. But I would not recommend him because he needs a lot of parries, and he needs all of those parries and blocking the specials to build up those kinetic charges, and he's just not able to build up the kinetic charges. The only way that fight works is you throw your SP3s and keep dexing the SP1, and that's going to be like a gazillion SP1s that you will have to evade. So not the best option, but if he's ascended and that's the best option you have, you can still go for it. And on top of that, when all is said and done, still you need the AI to cooperate. Now there are sometimes Onslaught really goes passive and you're like, dude, throw your SP1 enough, but he doesn't. And there are times you're like, dude, give me some space, I need to get back. He just is on your face and throwing his specials. So yeah, just pray to the RNG gods that you get the good RNG. And he is not that aggressive or not that defensive, just a mellow guy who is just throwing his specials whenever you want. And he is good with the intercepts also, gives you openings for the intercept. And that's about it, guys. That is all about this fight. So I hope you enjoyed the explanation. I just think it's just one of those fights you have to suffer through. I think it's probably the toughest one in this kind of format we've had. So, well, good luck with the fight, and may the power of your potions and the pots be with you to help you. And yeah, let me know in the comment section what was your experience on a scale of 1 to 10. How bad was this fight and why Onslaught? And yeah, I'll be looking forward to talk to you in the comment section. Make sure to like the video and share the misery with everybody. I went through a lot of it, so let's share with everybody. And I'll see you on the next video, which I'm not looking forward to. That is going to be Deathless King Groot versus Onslaught. That is going to be another annoying fight, another 10-minute video or something. So see you then, guys, and you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.